100% more explosions.
It is so maddening to walk into a market in China. In China, you walk in and there is literally every single possible thing you could think of. Electronics, garments, jewelry, artwork, all in one spot. And there are just all these people just waiting for a white dude to walk in. And in China, you're called a Waigoren. It's actually more of a derogatory term. Pretty much means white dude, for lack of a better translation. And you're seen as very inept at pretty much everything.
So Jason and Hannah are haggling here for some prints. So
thank you for helping. Do you think it's still expensive? Yeah. Do you think it's still expensive?
How much are you getting them for?
I'm getting 16 for 150.
For 150 yuan?
Yeah. It's like $20, and it's like everybody at work is done.
Yeah.
Like I can buy something for everyone at work for $20.
True.
Do you think it's really expensive still? Yeah, 5 would be a good price. But she seems like she will not do 5.
Here in the United States, we have a set price. You know, it's here it is, take it or leave it. Yes, you can, bargain, you can, barter sometimes here in the United States. There are places. But for the most part, you go to a store, there's a price tag. That's what you're going to pay. In China, there's no price tag. There's something sitting on a shelf or hanging on a wall. And some random person who you've never met before comes up to you and says something in a language you're unfamiliar with, essentially saying, hey, do you want that?
So basically, each one of these shops has an attendant, and then they're viciously on it when you walk by. And then you just barter, and barter some more.
Oh, really?
Kind of show you just how far back this goes. I'm pretty sure most of them are intertwined somehow, like a collective of resellers buy them super cheap on the markets nearby. They're produced usually in the area in large warehouses and factories, and then resold here, type of deal. And then they just try to get the highest price they can, and usually that's from Waigoren like myself, because we don't know any better. Luckily Jason's been here before and Hannah lives here, so we know to barter down to unbelievably low prices, which is nice. It's nice. I've gotten most of my souvenirs for about $50, $40. It's not too bad. Not for what I got.
I guess the American one doesn't come with shorts at all.
Oh,
So I just got a French one.
nice. How much did you pay for them?
I didn't pay anything.
Oh, but I
They
mean
just
in
did straight
general.
exchange. Oh, it was $15 for 2 sets of like a jersey and shorts.
So, not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Up a floor, right? To the pearl market?
Yeah, one floor. Kevin wants to look at one thing.
Yeah. So, I'm going to haggle for a ornament, a Christmas ornament for my dad. And that should be entertaining. I'll check back with you in a sec. It was hanging somewhere here. Oops. Huh. I think I found the spot. Yeah. Just looking at one of these actually.
Yeah, shake the camera.
Okay. Oh. So, here. What I'm looking for is just one of these guys for my dad. He's got a huge ornament collection. He's a strange guy. I don't really.
Cool.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? He likes ornaments for his Christmas tree. It's a huge source of pride, and he's got an amazing collection. Some are almost 100 years old. So, I want to see. What about this guy right here? It's kind of heavy. What do you guys think? Anything strike your guys' eyes?
I think this one is cool. I think it's like a little bit more simple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
Parrot's also cool. We saw a lot of these when we were at the zoo.
True.
So, at this point, you have to decipher the language, whether it be body language or whatever small amount of the actual language you learn. Eye contact, gestures, all that. And you have to understand numbers, at least, of the language, so you know what you're dealing with. Or have a translator, but you know, whoever has a translator with them. Luckily in China, I did. She was awesome. I thank her very much for that.
He's saying that they're all handmade.
Huh? Right. I mean, they are different from
Yeah.
each one to each one.
他要多少个？
30 yuan.
不一样的，不一样的，看不出那么一样。
He wants to compare the two.
淘宝上才5块钱的。
淘宝上是塑料的，知道吗？
一样的，那便宜点了。
你要多少个？
This one?
We said, yeah, that one.
Yeah, 10.
This one is.
Actually, I was looking to see if
假如买多的话
I
是
want
买
to do
不
one of
一样
these two and see if we
一
can.
30嘛，那行你就拿。
那个多少？
这个是85一个，
85.
对，
Hmm?
It's 85 for that.
85. 85 you want? No, can't do that.
太贵了。
Mm.
No. He's willing to do the 10 yuan for the other?
不了解这几
I
年
don't think they've decided that yet.
Oh, okay.
这个我买过。
它跟那个合金的还不一样的，它这
都说是景泰蓝。
但是你这是，这是铜胎，就是在铜胎上掐丝点燃的这一块，对吧？
有一点吧。
你这25块钱，具体
Many
价格
trinkets
是你
here.
拿不清算了。其他价给你。
She's saying that you can find that for 5 yuan on Taobao.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's okay. We can go then.
拿一个拿一个，
Think we should look. Think we should look.
太贵了。
太贵了，贵了。
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna walk away from this one.
Was there another place that sold them?
I don't know. Normally you'd get called back, and then you would negotiate further, but it doesn't look like he's willing to go any further down than that, which is kind of a bummer.
Here's some ornaments over here.
Yeah. Alright.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact that you're recording it? I'm not really sure.
Maybe. Possibly.
So when you walk into a barter situation and they see you as a Weigeren, you are immediately pegged as the easy mark. So when you walk into a situation, you have to know that in China. And the price you're going to get right off the bat is going to seem fair by American standards because trust me, they know what we pay here. Look at a tag on your shirt. It says made in China. They know what we pay here. They're going to nail you with a price that seems fair in American dollars. But that price is so outrageously above what a local would pay, and that's what you got to walk into it knowing.
Yeah, 105 yuan.
Too much?
Too much.
How much?
Too much.
How much you want?
So,
Do you want name, no name?
uh,
No name? Maybe,
it doesn't matter.
maybe yes?
No,
No, okay.
don't need to be. 10 yuan.
This inside, not outside.
Mhm.
Difficult to eat.
Well,
Okay.
without anything,
I-
just plain.
I know. This picture also inside painting.
Yeah, yeah.
This year.
True. 84 yuan. Mm-mm.
You give me best price. How many you want?
Ah,
One, two, more?
1.
Okay.
No.
Okay, your price, 20.
20?
Yes. Which one?
Okay, so we have like luck, love, peace, Merry Christmas, and love.
Let's do
Peace.
peace for Christmas time.
Yeah, sure.
Peace.
That's good.
Okay.
It's that willingness to kind of turn around that usually gets you your price, and that is, that's huge. You got to be willing to just walk away, and like the first guy, sometimes they won't call you back. But as you can see with her, as soon as I turned my back, and 20 was more than fair on our part. To be honest, 10 was what we should have gone for normally, but at the risk of drawing out this camera segment and all that other stuff, it's just better this way. Plus, this way my dad gets a cool little ornament, and he kind of gets to see how I came about it and everything.
So you walk into this, you get this number, and you break it down in your head and say, oh, well, that's $20, $20 for a handmade ornament. Yeah, great. But then you notice I turn the calculator around and type in 10. So 10, I believe, what was it? I believe 10 yuan then was, I can't remember, it was either $3 or, I think it was $1.30, I believe was the price breakdown. So 10 yuan was $1.30 if I remember correctly. And I obviously cut the barter short in order to make the camera segment a little bit brief. We weren't wanting to draw it on too long. You're gonna lose interest at that point. Just kind of get the basics of it. So we did get down to 20 yuan, and that was $260 for an ornament, which is honestly what I would kind of expect to pay here, to be honest, for a cheap ornament. Because it's handmade, it's hand painted on the inside, but it's also mass produced. It's China. That's a fair price. And that's really what you gotta walk into it knowing, is just they're gonna highball you like nobody else on this planet. So yeah, you're gonna see this major swing, but unlike a lot of places, there's not that play in the middle. If you go to a different country, a lot of the times you're gonna have a much more narrow price gap from where you start to where you finish. But in China specifically, you start very, very high and you end very, very low. And everything in between just gets skipped as long as you're doing it right.
true.